Okay, now members, we are going to see how do we rationalize surds. Rationalizing surds means we remove that surd out of the denominator. So we don't want surds in the denominator. What do we do to remove them? We rationalize them. Now, if I have now, this is what I've been talking about. Now, let us see what happens. Now, we have this type or this category, and then these ones when we have two terms in the denominator. What happens there? If we have this, what we say, for surds like this, we multiply up and down by the same sign in the denominator. So now, this one will be, I multiply root 2 up, then also down root 2 times root 2. Then this time, this will get root 2, then root 2 times root 2, we have seen that is 2. Then when I come to this one, the same idea. So this will be negative 2 times what is down, root 3, over this now times itself, times root 3. Why do we do this? So that if I multiply this up and down, instead I'll be creating a 1. Yes. So it's like I'm doing nothing, because this and this should be able to plus and will be having this back. That's why you multiply by the same thing up and down. So this will be now negative 2 root 3 over root 3 times root 3, that is the 3. When I come to this, the same idea. This will be, I multiply what is down, up, and also I multiply this down, and also down like this. So, this times this, we shall get 3 root 5, then 5 root 5 times root 5, we get our 5 is. So, that's how we simplify that. These ones are very easy. We just multiply by the same thing up and down, what is in the denominator. If a surd in the denominator is of a form of a plus root b, we multiply by its conjugate up and down, and after we use the difference of the squares. I think we saw conjugates in the last lesson. So now the conjugate of this, we change the sign in between. It's going to be now that. Now what happens? We see that this one is going to be the difference of the squares. If a are the same, this and this are the same. What we do? Difference in the sign, so it's a difference of the squares. What we do? We get a bracket with a minus, we square the first term, we also square the last term. As simple as that. When you see that this term and this term are the same, then these are the same, but the difference is in the signs. That one calls for a difference of the squares. So what we do? We get this bracket with a minus, you square the first term, you maintain the minus, also you square the last term. When you square 2, you get 4. When you square root 2, this square, we will go with this root and we have 2. 4 minus 2, we get 2. I think we saw that in the last lesson. Let us see some examples now. Express this in the form of a plus root b, and hence evaluate, and hence find the value of a, b, and c. So what we have is root of 3 minus root that. So this one is saying we multiply by the conjugate up and down. So this will be 3. Then the conjugate 3 minus root 3. The conjugate of this multiplied up and down. So its conjugate is going to be 3 plus root 3. We change the sign. Then we multiply it up and down. So it's that now it will cancel, meaning that I'm almost doing nothing. That's why you press it up and down. The same thing. Now from here we multiply normally. From here this you see that when I multiply, I'll be having 3 times this, I have 9, then plus 3, and this, you see that this is a surd, and this is, this is the surd and this is the, we say a root b is equal to a root b, and we say a root a times root a is equal to a. Hope you remember in the last lesson. So let us go through that basically. Then 3 times this you get 9. 3 times this is the square, this is the surd. We get 3 root 3. Then here you say you look at the difference of the squares. Same. The difference is the same. You get this bracket with the minus, you square the first term, you square this, then you maintain the negative, then you square the second term like that. Now it's like this one is going to be 9 plus 3 root 3. The whole over this, when you square 3, you get 9. When you square this square root will go with this square and be having 3 there, which you see is going to be now 9 plus 3 root 3 the whole over 6 when you multiply the sum back there. Now here you separate. This divides this and this divides this. This is how you separate. So now separate that number 9 over 6 then plus 3 over 6 root 3. That's how we separate. And then you can reduce this by 3. This will be 3 over 2, then plus 1 over 2 root 3. Now you see, the whole of this now is in the form of a plus b root c. To get the values, our a is here. Our a is 3 over 2, comma, our b the coefficient. Our b will be a half. Then our c, be careful. C is what is under root. So our c is 3. Our c is 3. This is, you see that c is what is under root. So what is under root here is 3. What's under root here is 6. So c is equal to 3, not root 3. Because c is what is under root. And so you are through with that question. There. Then this one, rationalize this. What we do, multiply by the conjugate up and down. So this will be now 1 plus root 5. We are multiplying. The conjugate of this is 3 plus root 5. Up and down. So this will be 3 minus root 5. Then it's conjugate 3 plus root 5. Really easy. So conjugate of this up and down. So remember how we multiply this bracket multiplies this. So 1 times this we get 3 plus 1 times this we get root 5. Then plus root 5 times this we get 3 root 5. Why? Because this is the scalar and this is a surd. Get that. You get the scalar out, then the surd like that. Then root 5 times root 5, root a times root 5 we get a. That will be giving us plus 5. The whole over, the same difference of two squares here. So we square 3, and then also we square root 5, like this. So how do we simplify that? So that this one, we are going to simplify it as 3 plus 5, that will be 8. Then plus this one, plus this 3, we get 4 root 5. Over 9 minus 5. Okay, this will be 9 minus 5, which is going to be, now we see 8 plus 4 root 5, the whole over 4. When you divide this 4 here, you get 2. When you divide this 4 here, you get root 5. Note, this 4 divides 8, and also this 4 divides this. You separate as simple as that. You have been separated there. When I come to the last one there, I mean the second last, rationalize and next evaluate. Now here, you first rationalize this, and then after you substitute these values where these two are going to appear. Let us rationalize what I see. So negative 2 over root 2 minus root 3 is going to be negative 2. The conjugate of this is root 2. We change the sign to positive. Then over root 2 minus root 3. Then this, the conjugate is root 2 plus root 3. So multiply this conjugate up and down. Thereafter, we simplify. This will be this and this will get negative 2 root 2. Then this one and this will get negative 2 root 3. The whole over. We get this one as a minus. You square. Difference of two squares, and also you square this. This will be negative 2 root 2 minus 2 root 3 over 2, then minus 3. And so that one is going to give us negative 2 root 2 minus 2 root 3, the whole over negative 1. So this negative 1 divides this, you'll be adding now. This will be now negative 2 root 2 over negative 1 then minus 2 root 3 over negative 1. That's the right procedure. And this will be now, this negative and this negative, we get 2 root 2. Then plus this negative and this negative, 2 root 2. I mean 2 root 3. And then from there, they are giving us what root 2 is. So root 2 from here, root 2 is 1.414. Then plus 2, root 3 here is 1.732. And after that, you just get your calculator and you press. This will be 8 to 8.2. Then this will be 4, 6, 4, and then 3. Then you get your calculator and you add them properly. So the answer I'm getting is 6.292. So that's how we handle that. After rationalizing, always remember you have a denominator, this denominator is going to divide this and it divides this. Always. Some people do one mistake, they divide this and they leave this. This divides this and this divides this. Let us end with this one. Let us rationalize it. We start with the conjugate. 4 plus 3 root 2 over 3 minus 2 root 2. Let us rationalize. The conjugate of this is 3. Now we take the sign in between. 2 root 2. Multiply it also up. So we get 3 plus 2 root 2. And then as we say, this times this, we get 4 into 3 plus 2 root 2. Then plus 3 root 2 into 3 plus 2 root 2. Then down here, we say difference of the squares. The same. What we do, we get our 3, we square it, we maintain this, then we square the second term here. So be careful when you are squaring there. Let us see. 4 times this, we get 12. This time this, we get 8 root 2. 4 times this, we get just 8. Then root 2. This times this, we see 3 times this, we shall be getting plus 9 root 2, then plus 3 times 3, that will be 6. Then times root 1 root 2, it will be a 2. I repeat, 3 times 2, that is a 6. Then root times root 2, that is a 2, using this idea here. Then the other thing, we are dividing it with, this is 9, now minus. When I square this, I get 4. When I square this 2, I root 2, I get 2. So 4 times 2, I get 8. So from there, let us see what we simplify. 2. We get 12 plus 9 plus 8, we get 17 root 2, then plus 12 here. The whole over 1. We have 1, which we see. We get 12 plus 12, that will be 24. Then plus 17 root 2, and that will be our answer. Now, we don't add this, never add, because this is the number and this is the sign. We don't add it. We stop there, the way you see it. Now, what I want to comment about is always be careful at this part here. You always separate this denominator divides this, and the same denominator divides this. It's dividing this coefficient. So that's why I saw that this divides 9. This also divides 3. See, this 6 is dividing this coefficient. Then you reduce by 3, by 3, 2. By 3, 1, by 3, 2. As simple as that. So when we are taking to get the values, the value of A is this one. The value of B with its sign, if it's negative, even this would be negative. If this is negative, this will be negative also. Then root C is, for the value of C, is the one which is under a root. Then here, we have 9 minus 5, which is 4. So 4 divides 8 2 times. 4 divides 4 once. That's it. Now, this one is of substituting. Always you first rationalize before you substitute. If you substitute at the start, you get 0, 0. You first rationalize, then after rationalizing, then from here you separate. This one divides this, and also this divides this. This denominator is divided in the 2 terms, not divided on one thing. That's why I'm separating it like this. This divides this, and this divides this like that. Then negative by negative, positive. Negative by negative, positive. Then after here, I substitute in my given values in the question. And then that this is equal to this, I put it there. Then also this is equal to that, I put it there. If you don't give it to me like in this question, I just leave my question like that. That's it, members. I wish you well.